What's up, guys? Sorry about that. Just last time I made a video and I did something goofy like that, the lighting in here was phenomenal. So I was hoping with my new haircut and everything that I look pretty half natty. But here again with a real grocery haul this time. You can check it out. Some of you guys might laugh at me for the stuff I'm about to show you, but you know, this is just something that I pick up every once in a while to kind of fill the gap. To be completely honest with you, I haven't been eating here like my biggest meal of the day very often, and I actually didn't pick up any of my meat substitutes like you guys saw in the last video. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. That has a lot more of the food I have on a daily basis, but I just wanted to throw all this in there. I guess these are more snackish and the liquids that I consume every day, but let's get started. First two bags are all one item. Powerade Zeros. So if you like Gatorade and you like Powerades, then you'll hopefully know that those have a lot of sugar and some calories to it, which, you know, if you know the background behind Gatorade, you'll understand why. But Powerade Zero, like G2s, sorry, get off topic for a second. G2s are really good too, but they even have some more, or I'm sorry, less than normal Gatorade, but still have some calories to it. And for me, when I'm trying to cut, there's no room for liquid calories at all, pretty much ever. So I go with Powerade Zeros, like 68 cents at Walmart, and I usually get between like 6 and 8, so I can have one a day for that week. But all the flavors are good. I got red, got orange, I think I got some purple and some blue in there too. I think I picked up 8 this time, but I just stock my fridge full of them, so when you're craving something, you're not getting those extra calories. Another quick one for me. You guys might think this is goofy too, but I do buy just plain drinking water. I live in Indianapolis, and I've never lived anywhere else but this apartment. I've lived here with my roommates for the past 3 years. So I can't say that all the city water is bad, but at least here, our water is horrible. So instead of forcing myself to drink that tap water that has some kind of poison in it, I'm pretty sure, I just pick up a few of these. Sometimes, if I have other people with me, don't shake too bad, I'll grab a lot more. Today I just grabbed 2 because, you know, it's one trip or die, right? But seriously, our drinking water, it like tears up my stomach, and it tastes so bad that it will actually ruin like the taste of like protein shakes. And I mean, not that I love to taste the pre-workouts, but I mean, it literally wrecks your life. It's terrible. One time it gave us all such bad stomach aches that 2 of us, me and one of my roommates, Andy, we don't drink it at all ever. We just completely avoid it. It's terrible. So College Crossing, you need to get on that. All right, so I am an aspiring fitness YouTuber. Aspiring, I think is what I said. So that means you have to have 0-calorie monsters. You just can't not be a YouTuber and not have these. So we're trying, doing it by the book. But some people shake their head at me for these. Some people still don't understand energy drinks. And it's actually quite a pet peeve of mine that people will look down on me for this, but then they'll have 3-4 cups of coffee. And then don't even get me started on Starbucks. Like, it's fine if you like Starbucks. I don't care how much coffee you drink. But then when you shake your head at me for this, it's like, they'll be like, oh, you seen how many ingredients are in there? Like, have you seen what a Starbucks cup of coffee has in it, especially with lattes and all that stuff? I mean, give me a friggin' break, seriously. But there's no difference in my book. If I drink a whole one of these, I think it's 140 milligrams of caffeine per can. A strong cup of coffee can have up to 200. So if you're gonna hate on me, go get a life. But if you're looking for flavors, white's fantastic, orange is fantastic. Cam found a yellow one. It tastes exactly like Sprite. It's freaking fantastic. Blue and red are solid too. I have one red one left over, so I got 5. I don't go with more than one a day. Sometimes I don't even have one, but I'm on the go all the time. So most of the time I do throw one of these down. But just as long as you are spreading out your caffeine intake throughout the day, like if you're using a pre-workout, I wouldn't drink this too close together. Definitely wouldn't mix the two. But if you're looking for a flavor, go with white probably. It's the safest bet. But yeah, you got to have them if you're going to be a fitness person. It's part of the rules. It's like joggers, monsters. I mean, it's in that order. So I just threw these in because I've been basically, instead of having like a whole carb side, I've been having baked like chips. And I like to go with single serve bags. Like I said in my last video, I'm very into convenience and portion control. So when I have stuff like this, single serve bags, there's only 6 in here, which I totally didn't notice that when I bought it, but single serve bag, 130 calories per bag, so it stops me from eating more because anyone out there that knows me knows I can put down some food. I mean, I could literally win eating contests if I tried. So a big bag of veggie straws, I would probably accidentally eat all of them. So it's just one of my strategies. I'll pay an extra buck to, you know, have the portion control. But I just been trying to go away from a lot of the unhealthier foods I was having, so I'm slowly replacing them. Not that anything's wrong with baked potato chips, they're perfectly fine, but these only have 130 calories compared to the 200 per bag I was having before. So just slowly working my way down during the cut. But this has all the hippie stuff, no GMO, 0 trans fat, which nothing has trans fat in it except for peanut butter, so it doesn't matter. 0 milligrams of cholesterol, no artificial colors, flavors, preservatives. So if you're a hippie, I'm not a full-blown hippie, but if you are one, you can check these out. They're actually really good. So this next one falls in line with the fact that I need to add more healthy whole foods to my diet. I've been calling myself a vegetarian, but there haven't been a whole lot of fruits and vegetables eaten. I've just kind of been lowering my calories. And oh, hey!
Just saw that's nice.
What's up, my hair?
Yeah, I just saw it snap.
Thank you. All right, guys, I have no idea what I was saying, except for that I bought green apples. But Cam came home, and I opened it and ate one, too, for my mid-morning snack. But I think I was talking about something like I needed to step up my fruit and veggie game. So start off with these Granny Smith apples. They're fire, cheap, 3 pounds. Wally World gets the job done.
What's up, guys? So today's a good day for a couple reasons. One, it's Friday, and not only is it Friday, it is also payday. So nothing can really get me down today. Finally, I don't feel like I'm broke. My bank account looks a little bit better than normal, so that's a good thing. And another thing is we are now officially 5 weeks away from graduating, and it's April 1st, which is, you know, a crazy thing in itself. But just the fact that the last 4 years of my life have absolutely flown by is just incredible, and it's been a heck of a journey. And thinking back, I'm happy I wouldn't change a thing. And you know, if it wasn't for Cody, honestly, I don't know if I would really be sitting here doing this, or if I would even have the confidence to be in the gym, because 4 years ago I was 240 pounds and absolutely out of shape horribly. Had given up basketball after high school and decided to just eat a lot. Not in a bad way, but you know, you don't think it's catching up to you until you finally see yourself in the mirror one day, or somebody finally mentions like, hey man, it seems like you've gained a lot of weight. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if somebody hadn't kind of brought it to my attention, and if I hadn't looked at myself seriously in the mirror one day, who knows where I could be right now. I probably sure as heck wouldn't be feeling as good, feeling as confident as I do now. So just the last 4 years have been absolutely awesome. They've flown by. And the fact that, like I said, we're 5 weeks away from graduation now is truly humbling, but also just completely scary at the same time. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, it's payday now, so there's really nothing that can get me down. So since we're on the topic of only being 5 weeks away from graduation, I know when Cody and I first started the Cutting Chronicles series, we had probably 7-8 weeks until graduation. And, you know, we wanted to set a deadline somehow, because we're not, you know, no thoughts of competing or anything like that at the moment. But we wanted to do something, you know, and give us a deadline that could keep us on track, that could, you know, give you guys a little almost benchmark to look at us when watching these videos. So we picked graduation, which is May 7th. It's a Saturday. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be an all-day thing, starting at like 11 a.m. and going to like 5, but luckily, we don't go to a huge university, so that's going to save us a little bit of time. But anyway, so we're 5 weeks away from graduation. And I said in the last video, I stepped on the scale, and we finally figured out, you know, the can't think of the word I'm looking for. Basically, how much our scale, the calibration, there we go. We figured out the calibration of our scale in the apartment, and that it was actually adding 1.5 pounds to what you actually weighed. So I stepped on the scale, and I've been doing almost like a once a week weigh-in. This week I was 190, and that was on Tuesday morning. So I'm pretty pumped about that, which means I was 8 pounds down in about 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks ish. So that's awesome. But I also feel like that I am capable of a lot more. I have left, cardio, certain supplements out for a reason. And that's because I knew that eventually, once my body had readjusted to the fact that, okay, it's in losing weight mode, it's starting to figure things out, and I don't want to have to worry about plateauing. So I left those out on purpose. So now, since we're 5 weeks away, and like I said, I feel like I'm capable of a lot more, it's time to kind of amp up the intensity, in my opinion. And starting next week, we're going to begin a whole new regimen of training, and also a new supplementation line and process. At the beginning of this 8-week kind of cut, the Cutting Chronicles, for about the first week and a half, 2 weeks, I had started the Modern Physique program by Steve Cook, which is on bodybuilding.com for free, so you guys check that out. And to be honest with you, I really enjoyed it. It was, splits that I could get used to. It wasn't so much individual, like a normal split like you would think of. It wasn't just shoulders, or it wasn't chest and triceps together. It was almost, I won't say full body in a way, but in a way it also was, because like the first day you would start out with close grip bench, and he had a certain rep range that he wanted you to follow for that, and then it would just superset it with like a shoulder movement, and then you would go down, and it would be, the next would be another superset with like a shoulder and chest, and then like the last movement of the day was a giant set with chest and back, and then at the end, luckily enough for me, is cardio has already built into the program, so that's kind of what I was looking for. And so after the first 2 weeks, honestly, I enjoyed the program, but I kind of, got away from it, just started doing my own thing a little bit, which was okay because I was still seeing results. But now the fact that I want to get back to cardio, and I'm going to start probably at least 3 days a week, starting next week with cardio, and then probably go up from there. So I'm going to jump back on board. Today, I just started day 1 again of the Modern Physique program, and it was awesome. I was gassed at the end. Good thing is it only takes you about probably 45 minutes to get through it because there's a lot of supersets. But it's, it's a full kind of upper body day, I believe what it's called. So you have your upper body day, you have legs, and then I believe it's an active rest day, which for me will probably be just back to upper body or just strictly cardio that day. So that's kind of the routine of the program. It goes kind of back and forth, where you get to hit every muscle group at least twice during the week, which is what I need. And then with the cardio, with the cardio built in, that's less that I have to think about on my own to go and do the motivation of cardio, because once I get done with the workout, like I said, I've only been there today. It took me about 45 minutes, so I still have plenty of time at the end of the workout to get the 20. I think it was today was hit cardio, so it usually takes about 20 minutes to do your cardio. He also has abs built into the weekly split, so that's awesome too, and it allows me to not have to think so much on my own. I have to remember to do those kind of things because, every once in a while that does slip your mind, like, oh, well, I don't think I have time for cardio today, or I don't think I have time to get abs in today. So with that program, it allows me to go ahead and do it, get it out of the way. And honestly, I think it's going to be good for my physique, and it's going to help me continue to lose weight and, cut down on my body fat percentage. So we're going to give that a try. That's a little update. That's when I want to start. I would advise checking out the program. I think it's awesome, especially if you don't have time to spend, all day at the gym, which I'm not a firm believer in. I think you can get a lot of work done in an hour. You don't have to go for, 2.5, 3 hour span. So it's nice and short and condensed. Steve did a really good job with this one. I like this one, and I would highly recommend it. So check that out. I know right now I probably should get to work, but it's Friday, like I said, and payday. So it's hard to get me down. I'm in a pretty good mood today. And the weather's actually nice today too. So nice spring weather, a little breezy, but warm. So I can deal with that. But yeah, so I'm going to get off here, go to work. I don't think this is going to wrap up this video yet. So you guys stick around. Cody and I, we're going to try to go downtown today, this afternoon, once we both get home from work. Like I said, got paid today, so a little word of advice, and hear me out on this. Spend a little bit of the money that you make, okay? because you want to feel like you're being rewarded, and you want to give yourself something for working hard. Okay, that's just the way it should be in life. So save a little bit back. A couple tips: save a little bit back. Never spend your entire check. Throw a little into a savings account and don't even touch it. The way I'm going to set mine up, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to set it up so like a portion of my check already goes into my savings. Just going to make it easier, so I won't even have to worry about it. Won't see that money. Won't be tempted to spend it. So yeah, save a little back and then spend a little bit on yourself. Okay, so you've worked hard. You deserve to reward yourself with something. That's the way I feel. So that's what we'll hopefully do tonight. So we'll do hopefully a little vlog this evening from downtown, and we'll see you guys in the next clip.
What is going on, YouTube? Cody here, and it is Saturday morning around 8 o'clock. As you can probably figure out if you made it this far in the video, we did go out downtown last night to grab dinner and do a little long tea shopping, but we forgot the camera. But just want to wrap the video up here. We ended up going to Blaze Pizza. If you've never been there, and if there's one around you, you need to go. It's delicious, affordable, and if you do it right, pretty healthy. I always go with the one topping, and because I've been on this vegetarian kick, I've been getting pineapple because something about that it's fantastic. But definitely go check out Blaze if you can. One topping, you get fluctuates from like 600 calories to like 800 depending on what you get. I'd be willing to bet mine was on the lower end because there's some fatty one toppings, but pineapple's pretty solid for you. But I'm gonna go smash this workout. I've been taking just a couple days here to not do the Arnold Blueprint rep range with the 30, 12, 10, 8, 6. And I've been playing with the Y3T week 3 just for fun because I had a couple buddies around and stuff. And those workouts are really challenging and they're kind of fun to throw a wrench in things. So I'm super sore, but I'm gonna go hit lats, do some cardio, and wrap up the week. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't yet, subscribe. We're getting down. We got 5 weeks from today. Crap. So I'm gonna be stepping it up. I already know Cam told you guys he was gonna step it up. So stay tuned for the next video. And if you're watching this and you haven't worked out yet, go work out and go kill it.